Hello happy souls, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. Okay, so we're going to do the air signs and then the fire signs. I'm going to get them all out today for you guys. And then we're going to come back with a pick a card tomorrow. Oh, okay, so let's go. Aquarius first. Okay, Aquarius, we're going to have a look what the current energy is in your connection. This is for a forecast for November 1st through the 15th. We're going to look at how your person's thinking and feeling about the connection, what their intentions are, what action they're likely to take, what you can expect in the next couple of weeks, and of course what you can do to move forward for your highest good. But whilst I'm shuffling, just a quick reminder that you can now sign up for my guided meditations. These are group meditations. They're only £7.77 each. There'll be one at each new moon, full moon, and some in between to focus on twin flame healing, self-healing, all that kind of jazz. So you can find all that on my website. And also my mediumship class. It's almost sold out, which is wonderful. The first one sold out. The last two sold out at the very last minute. But this one looks to sell out probably this weekend. So if you've been umming and ahhing about taking that class, do hop on over to my website at happysouls1111.com and grab your place, because it's really selling out fast, which is wonderful. It's my favourite class. I don't actually teach it. My guides teach that class. I channel the guides. Every session's different, and connecting with your guides is a deeply healing experience, as well as giving you access to, you know, that higher wisdom and connecting you more deeply to the truth of who you are. It really is a beautiful class. You can read the testimonials on my website. Hopefully I'll see you there. Okay, Aquarius, let's do this. So, what are the current energies in your connection? I'm using the HideTarort by Dan Francis. We've got Strength in reverse, it's called the Tree. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse in this deck, it's called the Doe. The Siren, which is the Devil. Six of Swords, called the Lily Pad in this deck. And the King of Wands, which is the Bear in this deck. Dan, who designed this deck, is actually a friend of our family. My daughter does actually appear in one of these cards. His Kickstarter campaign's done now, but you can still pre-order it. This is just a prototype that I'm using. The original deck is much sexier. But I was very lucky enough to nab a prototype, and I do use it frequently. It's beautiful. Okay, Aquarius, so we've also got Judgment in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, the World in reverse, Five of Swords, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. I'm going to keep that one because I actually chose one too many. It's the Hierophant, called the Skull in this deck. So what's going on in your connection right now? Oh, Aquarius, I feel like you've been having a rough ride. This has been a really challenging time for you and your person. I will apologise in advance if I say he or she. You know, you could be a man or a woman. I try and say they or your person, but, you know, when I'm actually in my flow state, I just forget. So I apologise. So if you're a man watching this and I keep saying he or she and it doesn't, you know, just shift it according to what works for you. It's not gender specific. It's just me being an absolute plonker and getting mixed up. I'm really trying to get to grips with this at the moment. And I'm struggling, I can't lie, but I'm trying my best. Okay. I feel like, you know, your connection probably feels very challenging at the moment. There's a big release of ego, however. And I feel like for your person, you know, this has very much felt like it's just made them feel very, very vulnerable and weak. And that, you know, that they're not feeling very confident. There are dramatic self-worth issues here, and this makes me feel like you're probably in separation, that there's not very much communication. There is still some codependency and kind of attachment issues here that haven't been resolved. I'm picking up addiction for some of you, so your person may have, you know, addictions. This could be to a person, to work, to substances, but it's certainly something that doesn't serve them, and that cycle hasn't closed out yet. I feel like you have moved on from conflicts, though. We've got the Five of Swords here in reverse, and, you know, the Six of Swords here is a progression of that, which is moving to calmer waters. So there's definitely been some improvements and some progress, but perhaps not as much as you would have liked. And I feel like no one is taking action right now. No one is feeling empowered to take action. And there are some really important and very transformative lessons that need to occur for each of you that just haven't come full cycle yet. I feel like there's quite a lot of resistance from both of you. And I feel like you're both existing in this self-love deficit, and that you've not quite, completed this collapse of the codependency template between you, but you're both feeling very vulnerable. It definitely looks like no one's taking action, no one's coming forward. There's a lot of worthiness issues, both of you not feeling worthy of love, which is going to impact the energies between you, because you're mirroring this lack of worthiness at one another. So I feel like you're both in a very similar place. Let's see how your person is feeling and thinking about the connection. Okay, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, we've got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, we've got the Eight of Wands, the High Priestess, and the King of Swords. So I feel like there's been some dramatic shifts in the kind of astral connection between you and this person. I feel like they're dreaming about you. Their psychic senses may be kicking in. This has contributed to them feeling very vulnerable, because the collapse of the ego allows more light in, and it shines a lot of light on the shadow aspects of self. I feel like this person's probably having some psychic experiences as well with this vision here. The Eight of Wands suggests rapid transformation, and I feel like with the High Priestess here, this is all to do with their psychic senses opening up. But they're not ready to work on this connection yet. You may actually work with this person. It's also possible that this person isn't working at the moment for some of you, that they're, and they don't know how to work this out with you, is what I'm hearing also. So there's definitely a very strong psychic connection between you at the moment. This person really doesn't know how to rationalize this. They have no context. They cannot make sense of it. And this means they're probably just completely shut down at the moment. I'm going to pull a few more for this. Yeah, so, they're still resolving some karma. They've not fully connected with their power. We've got 2 threes up. The Three of Swords suggests that they are healing, they're moving on, but 2 threes can suggest, especially next to Justice, which is, about bringing things back into balance and karma, that there could definitely be some third-party connection with this person that's blocking them from, fully acknowledging your connection. And I feel like this is probably why they're feeling so vulnerable, because the psychic kind of astral, telepathic, all of these kind of synchronicities and dreams, I feel like this person's really weirded out by it all. So I feel like they're really trying to run quite hard from you. They're trying to avoid this connection, but the divine won't let them. But they're probably not working at the moment. Or it could be, as I said, that for some of you, you actually work with this person. This is making this very challenging for them. Definitely a third-party connection indicated here, which is blocking them from acknowledging the truth about your connection for sure. So let's see what their intentions are towards you. What's this person's intentions towards you, Aquarius? So they're not ready to come and speak forward. So they're not ready to come forward and speak their truth or make any offers at the moment. But, this card's called the Jewel here. It's actually the Ace of Swords, but it's called the Jewel in this deck. And I really do think they see you as their gem. They're kind of, the diamond in the light. And even that Rihanna song is going around in my head, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. They really love you. And I feel like they dream about a future with you, and then they squash that back down again, and they don't allow themselves to go there. But they're certainly not intending to make any offers at the moment. Yeah, so we've got the Four of Cups. They're not seeing that there's an opportunity to do that. They're very much wrapped up in their own thoughts. There's a lot of anxiety with this person. They're doing a lot of deep thinking about the connection, but their intentions right now is to bring themselves back into stability, balance, harmony, to kind of try and find some inner peace, because I feel like the anxiety is particularly worrying for this person. There's too many there, so I'm not going to keep them all. So they certainly don't have any intention of coming forward or making any offers or speaking any truth at the moment, but they are thinking about it. So with the Knight of Pentacles here, it's called the disguise. I feel like they're possibly thinking about how to be more avoidant also, but they're certainly planning a way forward. And I'm picking up a tremendous amount of indecision for this person. They just can't make up their mind what they want. I feel like they have these powerful dreams about you. They swing between wanting you and wanting to forget the whole thing. So, you know, it could be because of this third party situation or how it impacts their work, but they're very, very afraid is what I'm getting. So that's their intentions. What action are they actually going to take? What can you expect in the next couple of weeks? So we've got the Seven of Cups, the King of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Empress in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. So, you know, I feel like with this Seven of Cups, they're going to be very much up in their head trying to make a decision and weighing up all of their options. And their feelings are very, very deep, but they're going to keep them contained at the moment. King of Cups, this is Scorpio energy. It's very secretive, very mysterious. There's a lot of emotional intelligence here. So I do feel like in the coming 2 weeks, they're going to be opening up to the connection and kind of really thinking about what it truly means to them. But they're not ready to communicate that. They're certainly not going to give that game away at the moment. The Ten of Wands does suggest that they are actually going to start, you know, taking it seriously, taking some responsibility, but they're definitely not going to be coming forward. And honestly, I don't feel like they feel this is an option. We've got the Nine of Cups here in reverse, and for me, you know, that's the wish card. It's about emotional balance, self-fulfillment. And I feel like they just don't feel, A, that there is a real opportunity available to them with you here, and B, that anything so wonderful could ever happen to them. So this person's very much wrapped up in their own negative, very self-limiting and intrusive thoughts. And, you know, I think this is why they swing between wanting you and trying to reject you, because whilst they want you, there's a part of them that's saying it's never going to happen. So what can you do to move forward for your highest good? We've got the Six of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups. So, you know, that's a counterpart. This is probably a twin flame connection for you. We've also got the Seven of Swords, the Magician, and the Four of Wands in reverse. So I feel like for you, you need to stop focusing on the end goal. You need to release all expectations of the outcome. And I feel like you've been in a lot of pain with this. And now is a time to love yourself, but also to make yourself emotionally available. And this may mean being a bit more vulnerable yourself and expressing yourself. With the Seven of Wands here, there's really, the Seven of Swords, there's a need to come out of the dark and to speak your truth, to kind of be really honest, because I feel like this person has really, you know, not confident that you are going to receive them well if they do come forward. And I'm guessing here that you have the power to change that. So let me just get a clarifier for this, because I want to make sure before I advise this. Yeah, so I feel like you coming forward and communicating with this person about how you really feel is going to create, you know, allow for change. So over the coming weeks, I want you to really think about that and think about how you can approach them. And it might be as simple as just reassuring them, you know, whatever's gone on between us, I still think about you and I still care about you. And when you're ready to talk, I'm here. You know, something fairly casual and lighthearted and not too loaded. But you definitely need to take your eye off the goal, because you're so wrapped up in wanting to be at a certain point in this connection that you're actually missing the point of the journey, which is to give yourself this unconditional love first. But certainly you opening up to them a little bit is going to help release a lot of disappointment and kind of sadness within this person about the connection. You know, we've got the Magician here, so you have got the power to make, you know, positive changes here. And I feel like you should definitely try and do so. But don't do anything hasty. You know, perhaps write them a letter first, and, you know, something short and brief. Write a letter to yourself. Just get really confident within your mind what you want to say, and wait for a moment of when you feel really peaceful and still about doing that. If you're feeling anxious, uncertain or scared, don't do it. It has to come from a place of love, balance and calmness and clarity. But I do feel like this person needs that reassurance, and I'm getting that a lot of you might feel a bit aggrieved about that because you've not had any reassurance from them. But you're being asked, you know, to step into your place of stillness and unconditional love for yourself, so you can see that their actions and behaviours or lack of are not a reflection of how they feel about you. It's the ego-based fear within you that's receiving it as rejection. In actuality, it's their own rejection of self that's stopping them from coming forward towards you. And also, as I said, there's some karmic cycles closed out, being closed out with either work or a third-party person here, which is also clouding their judgment. We've got passion. We've got reflection. If you could do anything, what would it be? And 2 more came out. We've got soulmate, and emotions are a natural, necessary part of life. So I do feel this person's definitely a kind of soulmate or twin flame connection. If you're not aware of what a twin flame is, and you're not sure, I do offer twin flame connection checks. You can book that on my website, or I can confirm if that connection is twin-based, because and that's something I do as a medium, not with the cards, because you can't confirm that with the cards. It's something that requires a medium to look at it energetically, because twins do share an energetic field. But there is a really magnetic and seductive quality that's surrounding your connection at the moment. And, you know, I feel like this person's really feeling that pull, and they're trying to avoid it. They're trying to avoid all of this astral connection, all of these synchronicities, but they can feel it pulling them in. We've also got reflection. You know, give each other some space at the moment and trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. And what this is really saying is, you know, you mustn't internalize their absence. It's not a rejection of you. It's just a reflection of how they're feeling inside, and you need to reflect on why you're being triggered by that. You know, it's an indication that you need to love self more, that you need to, you know, go inwards and give yourself that love. We've also got, if you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. And this is what I was saying about reaching out to them. This has to be a decision that's made from your heart, not from your head. So, you know, allow yourself to meditate on this and to really mull it over, to visualize, you know, them receiving that and feeling good about it. And don't do it because you want to reply. Yeah, they may not reply. They're not thinking about coming forward at the moment, and they may not feel compelled to reply, but you can trust that that message is going to be received from a place of love, and that they're going to feel a lot better about coming forward when they are ready. So we have got this soulmate card. As I said, this is a soulmate or a twin flame. It's definitely a very spiritual connection. And this card reminds you that this person is already with you in spirit, and you just need to believe this and they will manifest physically. And I'm guided to remind you that the 3D reality which we exist in is the illusion. It's not the other way round. You're a spiritual being that's living out a 3D reality. You're a spirit in a human body, not the other way around. So you're always connected to this person, and this longing you feel to be connected to them in the 3D is the resistance to connecting to your true self in the 5D. So again, it's a call to go within, to connect yourself back up to that source love. It says here also, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And this is a big thing that's coming up throughout the collective at the moment. You know, we're in this very transformative period. We're in Scorpio energies, which is transformation. Mercury's in retrograde. You know, your emotions are going to be skew with, because there's so much change occurring. So when you're feeling that your emotions are kind of overwhelming you and you're not feeling good, again, you really need to meditate and find that place of stillness. So perhaps, you know, come and join us in the meditation group. There's also some guided meditations available free on my channel. And if you're a member of my Facebook group, you can also find a beautiful guided meditation over there. Once you join the group, if you click on the videos tab on the left, you'll find that guided meditation audio there. It's called Return to One. That's a particularly powerful meditation for self-healing and coming back into union with self. Let's get some more. What else do you need to know? Daughter value. That's beautiful. The second chakra, so that's your sacral chakra. Storm warning. And the daughter romance. So again, you know, as I said, we're in the Scorpio season at the moment. These are powerful transformative energies, and it could be whipping up a storm within you. If you watch my video, Rise, Sister, Rise, in that video I talk about how, you know, the energies within us are like, they're like water. And remember, when water is still, you have clarity. You can see to the bottom of the ocean, you can see far and wide. When there's a storm brewing, you can't see what's going on. It warps your judgment. I remember this is what came up here with this emotions card, that emotions can distort your perception and cloud your vision. And this is an emotional storm that's being whipped up through fear, you know, through this ego template collapsing. This is occurring for both of you. And that's what death, the death card, which is Scorpio energy, and we're in Scorpio season, that's what it means. It's the death of the old and the rebirth of the new. And when your ego starts to break down, that can make you feel very vulnerable. It can be a really frightening time. So I believe both you and your person are really feeling these energies right now, and as a result you're missing, you know, these beautiful opportunities, the door to abundance and the door to romance. These doors are open for you, and you know, we've also got this need to review your sacral chakra. If your sacral chakra is blocked, you're going to be feeling pretty sluggish, unmotivated, but you know, there's passion here. There's passion between you. So, you know, really breathing life into your sacral chakra is really going to help you open that up and help you connect with this passionate magnetic energy, which is, you know, being hidden beneath this storm energy. That one fell out, so we're going to take it. Look at that, adjacent possibilities. You've got this door to value and door to romance open, but you're not seeing it. You're not seeing it because you don't have this clarity at the moment. Your emotions have whipped up this storm. And so you feel very indecisive. And I feel like this is how your person is feeling as well. There's just a tremendous amount of indecision and not understanding where to go. But we've got Goddess of the Moon. Remember, you are connected to divine. You're connected to higher wisdom and higher knowledge. And the Goddess of the Moon really asks you to tap back into that. Tap back into your higher intuition, your higher knowledge, your higher understanding. So let's just get a few more regards how your person is thinking and feeling, and what else do you need to know about your person? What else do you need to know about your person and what they're thinking about you and the connection right now? It is safe for you to love. So I feel like they're not sure. They don't feel confident that they can open their heart, and they don't feel confident that they can give and receive equally. As I said, this person feels very unworthy. They're not in a good place, and they don't feel deserving of this connection right now. They have got romantic feelings for you. They're real, you know. They really have. That's coming through very strong. They do love you, and you're being asked to stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith is what's going to bring this connection to you, what's going to open up this passionate and magnetic energies that already exist between you. I feel like you're both being triggered very hard by divine energy. And again, we've got the soulmate card. Yes, this is a soulmate. You know, this is some kind of very deeply spiritual connection, possibly a twin flame. That's something you need to explore. If you've not heard of the twin flame concept, this is a really challenging relationship that you're experiencing, and it will help you to get some clarity. You know, twin flames are here to help us come back into union with ourselves. First and foremost, it's about self-love and developing that faith. So I really hope that helped for you, Aquarius. Please, pretty please do hit the like button. It really does help my channel to grow. I appreciate it so much. And hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I do post most days. And I will look forward to seeing you next time. So thanks for tuning in. If you want to book a private reading with me, you can do that at happysouls1111.com. Lots of love, and see you next time. Bye.